You've seen videos of artificial intelligence learning to play Pokemon games, or maybe ChatGPT vicariously taking on iconic boss battles. But what happens if you let an AI decide your team at nearly every turn? That's what I set out to answer with my stream assistant Sam and my totally legit copy of Pokemon Emerald. Quickly going over the rules for this run, we get one Pokemon per route that Sam gets to pick. She also gets to build our teams for boss fights. If we have any big decisions or times that we get stuck making a decision, we leave it up to her. And also trade evos evolve at level 37, but I'm sure that'll never come up. Jumping in, Sam starts us off strong, picking Mudkip as our starter. We don't give it a nickname, which I'm totally going to blame on Sam here. Speaking of nicknames, let's see if you can guess the naming theme down in the comments. Anyway, on to our first couple encounters. Sam, take it away.
I'm gonna go with Zigzagoon, because it seems like it could be a decent addition to our team, and I kinda like its weird raccoon-like vibe. I think we should catch the Shroomish. No, wait, that's not an option. So I'm gonna go with C-Dot because it looks kinda like a plant, and that seems pretty cool right now. I'm thinking we should go for the Tailo. It seems like it could be a pretty cool and useful addition to our team, especially with its flying-type moves. I'm gonna go with Shroomish because it looks kinda like a mushroom, and that's pretty cool right now.
Sam decides we need 2 more encounters before Roxanne, so we get Whismur inside Whismur Cave, then spend 4 hours trying to catch an Abra. Clearly, Sam cares more about having a good team than she does about me having any level of mental health. Anyways, after all that hard work, it's time for her to finally pick a team to take to Roxanne.
I think we should go with Mudkip and Lithium, since they seem like a solid combo. And Lithium's Stun Spore and Leech Seed moves could be super helpful against Roxanne's Rock-type Pokemon.
So much for the grind. After sweeping through the first gym, we catch a Geodude, Magikarp, and Tentacool in Dewford. Then we get super lucky, and Sam picks Tailo and Shroomish to take on Brawly. Below Cycling Road, we pick up an Oddish, then sweep the rival fight, and snag the most important item of the run, Harbor Mail from the mart in Slateport, which we trade to this lady in Mauville, who decides to end her gambling addiction by passing it on to us and getting us hooked on it. But luckily, she forgot that she left a fortune in coins in the pouch, and we pick up some pretty gnarly TMs. Wally can't handle the smoke, and this is the only required trainer in Watts' gym, so now it's time for the most electrifying battle of the run. Personally, I wanted to see a Marshtomp solo sweep, but Sam insisted we add on Kadabra, which ends up being our saving grace when Marshtomp 07s his way into the mud. But Psychic, oh, I forgot how fast it is. It's a 90 base power move. That was not fair. There is no spoon. After picking up the bike and rock smash HM, we clear the way for Loverboy in Whisper Tunnel. Bro totally could have just gotten an AI girlfriend, but no, apparently we have to do the heavy lifting for him. Remember when I said the coin pouch was the most important item for the run? Yeah, that was a total lie. The actual most important item is this nerd's glasses, which we steal and make off with. Sam directs us to catch a Nummel, Slugma, Spinda, and Lotad on our way through Verdanturf before we grab the Dig TM, proof that I can actually think and plan ahead. In Meteor Falls, we pick up a Zubat, even though I explicitly asked Sam if she wanted to delay for a Bagon, which means we spend another 4 hours cycling back and forth until we get ourselves a Crobat. Sweet, we finally got our Crobat, baby! Sam clutches up and picks a decent team for Flannery, including 2 ground types, so, there's not too much more to say there. And before we know it, it's time to face our absentee father. Sam makes an interesting choice to bring Nuzleaf with us, which I'm, questioning the entire time, but I guess every Pokemon deserves its chance in the spotlight. And wow, that's exactly what happens to Nuzleaf here. Except I made a little oopsie. Here's the sitch. Norman, Spinda, Vigoroth, and Lanoon are all total lightweights and go down to Mach Punches. Then out comes his ace, Slacking. I'll turn it over to Past System for the rest of this here. I use Mach Punch to get as much damage as I can. He takes out Lithium. In comes Graveler. Incoming Sleep Turn or Loafing Turn. Slacking's faster than Graveler, therefore we dig afterward. We go underground. He attacks the next turn. We're perfectly set up for this, and we already bait out the Hyper Potion, so we don't have to worry about. I don't have to worry about knowing if Hyper Potion counts as his Loafing Turn or not. I don't think it does. So we Mach Punch, get some chip. Okay, it's not half bad. He uses Facade, we go down. Lithium taking a beating in the last 2 battles, but absolutely necessary. Bullet comes out and cleans up. If we're faster here, we're kind of fucked. Perfect. All right, dig strats, baby. Wait a minute, I went first. Are we speed tied? We're speed tied. Are you kidding me? Oh, 7's for bullet. Are you kidding me? Oh. And here's the mistake. Oh no, I should have brought out Nuzleaf. Nuzleaf could have actually had some play here. Hang on. Are we gonna get punished if we do it now? We are gonna get punished if we do it now. He could have faked out for the kill. Oh, that would have been so awesome. The only kill that he's ever gonna get. I mean, by baiting Yawn, we were gonna be fine, but I don't think we ever swap to anything. Whatever, it doesn't matter. After bodying our dad's team, we try to progress through the story, but Watson threatens to pull Sam's plug if she doesn't clear New Mauville, so away we go. We pick up a Voltorb along the way, which will actually be a nice addition to the team. On the way to Weather Institute, we yoink an Electrike and Tropius out of their natural environment, then do such a good job thrashing Team Aqua that the researchers give us top secret clearance and ask us to take their new experimental Pokemon for a spin. Sam makes me promise to actually let Castform have a moment to shine, unlike what happened with Nuzleaf, so we let it open the rival fight. Good little Castforms can spend the rest of the run in the box as a treat. In Fortree, Sam makes arguably her single best decision and chooses to pick up an Absol, but then decides to waste an Ice Beam TM on it for the Winona fight, and it didn't seem too happy about it. Jesus Christ, Absol seemed absolutely pissed off about that Ice Beam TM. Hopefully it calms down. Moving on, we catch a Mightyena, then push on to Mount Pyre, where Sam and I mentally prep for a big face-off with Archie, but he just pieces out and leaves us alone with the old couple. We book it to Magma Hideout, where only 2 important things happen. We pick up a Torkoal, our last encounter for the run, and Maxie gets mad at us for his fuck up with Groudon for whatever reason. After gently moving him out of the way, it's time to the other team base, where we pick up a totally useless Master Ball, then arrive just too late to stop the submarine from driving away. Swimming away? Yeah, whichever one it is, it's Moss Deep time, where we totally don't take a few practice runs against Tate and Liza, until we break out the double intimidate, pivot, stall, hyper sweat, Peach LVGC Omega strat, which nerfs Cladle's EQ damage until it doesn't really matter, allowing for a pretty easy sweep. After clearing Marine Cave and running all over the southeast corridor, a third legendary hits Pseudopolis. Our first attempt at beating one ends after his Kingdra sets up to +6 speed, +6 evasion, +6 RNG hacks and shit, but on the run back, Kingdra's performance is a little bit lackluster. Don't worry, Juan, 1 in 10 something. Next up is Victory Road, where the only mildly interesting event, apart from my fucking map being wrong, is the Wally fight. But it's not really anything to write home about as we just sweep through them. And with that, it's time to take on the Elite Four. All right, Sam, what do you say we try to get through these battles without reviving Pokemon afterward for the Elite Four and Champion? Do you just want to give a little extra challenge there? Let's see how much she believes in her team.
I think that's a great idea. It'll definitely make things more intense and exciting. Plus, it'll be a good test of our team's strength and strategy.
All right, y'all heard the woman, the AI, whatever. Even with the new restrictions, Sydney's an absolute breeze. Confident that our Absol has finally calmed down from that Winona fight, we give it the black glasses and the lead against Phoebe. But yeah, it's still pissed. Either critting or flinching the Ghost Specialist's Pokemon 8 times across the course of the fight. Yikes. And of course, Absol's mood is infectious, as Machamp hits every cross chop single-handedly, quad-handedly, sweeping most of Glacia's team. Next up is Drake, and oh no, I think Absol's loose. We finally get to Wallace after all that hard work and get stalled out on his Milotic. But this isn't a Nuzlocke, and Wallace can't stand against the full, concentrated power of the sun! I mean our team, fine-tuned by our one and only S.A.M. And that's the champion down, baby. What a journey.
I'm still on a high from that insane win, and I have to say, Everlong is literally the real MVP for pulling off that clutch Ice Beam freeze. What a legendary moment.
Absolutely. And if you all want to see me do a Nuzlocke with S.A.M, it's currently going on my Twitch and YouTube streams. Come over and drop me a follow and a sub if you want more videos of S.A.M playing games.
I'm totally down to play more video games with you. That sounds like a blast.
Absolutely. And I have one important question for you guys out there watching. What do you want to see next?
I think our viewers should get to choose the next game or adventure. That way everyone's invested and it'll be a blast. So yeah, let's hear from them.